Men, step into the Stoic forge, where the ancient wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, Seneca, Zeno, Musonius Rufus, Cleanthes, and Chrysippus shapes your masculine spirit into a force of unshakable authority. In relationships, true authority isn't built on flash or manipulation. It's forged through virtue, discipline, and purposeful action. Stoicism offers a timeless blueprint to cultivate a presence that attracts women who respect your strength and integrity, blending inner resolve with practical skills like dressing with intention, approaching with clarity, and engaging with depth. Today, we're unveiling 8 Stoic principles to craft a commanding authority that radiates confidence and builds meaningful connections. These aren't shallow tactics. They're mandates for a life of honor and impact. Stay focused, reflect on your presence, and let's forge a masculine authority that commands respect and fosters trust. First, anchor your authority in virtue. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Your power begins with a core rooted in wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, not in chasing external validation. A man anchored in virtue radiates a presence that remains steady through rejection or doubt. Your style reflects this. Dress with purpose, fitted dark jeans, a crisp navy or white shirt, and polished leather shoes. Women are drawn to men who signal self-discipline through appearance. They dislike sloppy looks like baggy tees or stained clothes, or overcompensating flash like loud logos or excessive accessories. Practically, affirm your virtue daily. My authority is my integrity. Before an interaction, ensure your style is sharp, clean lines, minimal accessories, and carry that inner strength. If she dismisses you, remind yourself, her response doesn't define my worth. This principle builds a foundation of authority that attracts women to your authentic power. Reflect. Is your authority rooted in virtue or swayed by others' opinions? Next, act with disciplined resolve. Epictetus, who rose from slavery to master his mind, taught, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Authority in relationships flows from deliberate action, not hesitation or neediness. Women respect men who approach with clarity. Strong posture, steady eye contact, and a contextual opener like, "I notice your focus. What's got you here today?" at a social event. Avoid what women dislike. Aggressive pickup lines, lingering she's uninterested, or poor grooming like messy hair or overpowering cologne. Epictetus's discipline means focusing on your intent. Your tone, your presence, not her reaction. If she engages, build on it. If not, exit calmly. Enjoy your day. Practically, approach one woman this week, focusing solely on your execution. Stand tall, speak clearly, deliver authentically. This principle projects a masculine resolve that earns respect, even in rejection. Ask yourself, are you acting with resolve or letting fear guide you? Third, forge resilience through adversity. Seneca, whose wisdom pierced chaos, wrote, "Fire tests gold, suffering tests brave men." True authority grows when you face challenges, rejection, tension, or awkward moments with resilience. Women are drawn to men who turn setbacks into growth, not those who sulk or boast a mask insecurity. If a conversation stalls, don't dwell. Reflect. Was I clear? Did I listen? Then refine. Try a better question like, what's a passion you're chasing? Avoid pitfalls like oversharing struggles or dominating talks to seem impressive. If conflict arises, like a disagreement, use Seneca's justice. I hear your view. Let's find common ground. Practically, after any setback, journal one lesson and one action. I rushed my opener. I'll slow down next time. To deepen this, visualize a challenge, like her testing your opinion, and plan. I'll stay calm and respond with clarity. This principle turns adversity into authority, making you magnetic to women who value resilience. Reflect. Are you forging strength through challenges or avoiding them? Fourth, engage with intentional depth. Musonius Rufus, the practical Stoic, taught, to live virtuously is to live well. Authority in relationships comes from engaging with depth, not surface-level performance. Women respect men who listen actively and connect meaningfully, not those who boast or rely on generic flattery like, "You're beautiful." Ask open-ended questions. What's a goal you're working toward? Then paraphrase. So you're driven to make a difference. That's inspiring. If tension arises, like a differing opinion, use Musonius's justice. I respect your perspective. Let's explore this. Practically, prepare 2 questions for your next interaction. What a moment that shaped you, or what keeps you grounded? Practice active listening by summarizing her response once. This principle builds trust, making you magnetic to women who value substance. Ask, are your interactions deep or stuck on the surface? Let's lock in these 4 principles to keep you focused. Anchor in virtue. Marcus's clarity builds unshakable authority. Act with resolve. Epictetus' discipline drives confident action. Forge resilience. Seneca's adversity sharpens strength. Engage with depth. Musonius' virtue fosters trust. These form your Stoic foundation for a commanding presence. Apply these in scenarios. If she ignores your approach, don't doubt your worth. Use virtue. My authority is my virtue. And move on. If you hesitate to initiate, don't freeze. Use resolve. Dress sharp. Approach with, I hadn't met you. What's your story? If a conversation stalls, don't ramble. Use depth. Ask, what's the passion you're chasing? And listen actively. These actions embody Stoic authority, drawing women to your strength. Marcus reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Let virtue guide your presence. Epictetus says, no one can harm you without your consent. Her response can't dim you unless you allow it. Seneca urges, as long as you live, keep learning. Challenges refine your authority. Musonius insists, practice what strengthens you. Engage with depth. Embed these with ritual. Each morning, affirm, I cultivate authority through virtue. Midday, check, did you act with resolve? Evening journal, how did I build trust today? This cycle makes authority instinctive. Add masculine behaviors to support these. Root in virtue. Marcus's clarity anchors presence. Act decisively. Epictetus' resolve drives approaches. Grow through adversity. Seneca's resilience builds strength. Engage deeply. Musonius' depth fosters trust. Dress intentionally. Style reflects virtue. Modern traps like social media posturing, generic openers, or careless style diminish authority. Marcus's clarity says ignore curated feeds. Live your virtue. Epictetus' control says skip apps. Approach in person. Seneca's resilience says use setbacks to refine skills. Musonius' depth says craft questions that spark meaning. Let's stoke the Stoic forge, men, where the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, Seneca, Zeno, Musonius Rufus, Cleanthes, and Chrysippus refines your masculine spirit into a commanding force of authority. We've laid the foundation with anchoring your authority in virtue, acting with disciplined resolve, forging resilience through adversity, and engaging with intentional depth. Now, we unveil the final 4 principles to craft a presence that attracts women who respect your strength and integrity. These principles focus on leading with purpose, aligning with shared values, sustaining consistency, and radiating calm under pressure, ensuring your authority shines in every interaction. This isn't about short-lived charm. It's a Stoic call to forward connections rooted in honor and impact. Stay locked in. Reflect on your ability to lead, and let's complete this blueprint for a powerful presence. 5th, lead with purposeful direction. Zeno taught that virtue aligns us with the rational order of the universe. In relationships, authority is amplified when you guide with clear intent, whether choosing a thoughtful date spot or steering a conversation toward meaning. Women are drawn to men who lead with confidence, not those who hesitate or seek constant approval. Dress to reflect this purpose. A tailored navy jacket, crisp shirt, and dark chinos. Sharp and understated. Avoid chaotic styles like ripped clothes or gaudy accessories. If she questions your choice, don't waver. Respond, I picked this place for an atmosphere. Let's make ours. Practically, plan one deliberate action this week. A date with intention, or a question like, what's a vision you're working toward? If she seems detached, use Zeno's temperance. I'm here for connection. Let's be real or move forward. Avoid vague compliments like, you're stunning. Instead, ask, what's a value you hold dear? And listen intently. This principle projects a masculine direction that earns respect. Reflect. Are you guiding with purpose or drifting without aim? 6, align with partners who share your principles. Cleanthes emphasized that living virtuously creates harmony with the world. Your authority shines brightest when you connect with women who resonate with your values, not those who thrive on conflict or drama. Test alignment early. Share, I'm driven by purpose. What keeps you centered? If she engages, build on it. If she deflects, move on. Dress to signal disharmony. A fitted charcoal sweater, dark jeans, and clean loafers. Polished yet practical. Avoid sloppy appearances like wrinkled shirts or over-the-top flash like loud jewelry. Women dislike men who adopt fake personas or fish for validation with empty praise. If a values clash emerges, use Cleanthes' calm resolve. We see things differently. Let's respect that. Practically, ask one principle-driven question in your next interaction. What's a belief you live by? If she shares a passion, respond. That's powerful. How do you bring it to life? This principle ensures your authority attracts women who strengthen your presence. Reflect. Are you seeking partners who align with your values or settling for chaos? 7th, sustain authority through steady consistency. Chrysippus taught that consistent practice of virtue shapes a life of reason. In relationships, your presence is reinforced by showing up with the same integrity and intent every time. Women respect men who are dependable, not erratic or approval-seeking. Dress consistently. A rotation of fitted shirts, dark pants, and polished shoes signals discipline. Avoid swinging between careless and flashy looks. If a date feels off, don't push, stay steady. Let's try something new. What's a spot you enjoy? Practically, commit to one consistent habit this week. Approach one woman daily with a clear opener or journal nightly on your progress. If she tests your reliability, use Chrysippus' logic. I show up with purpose. Let's build from here. This principle solidifies your authority, making you magnetic to women who value stability. Reflect. Are you consistent in your actions or wavering unpredictably? 8th, radiate calm under pressure. Musonius Rufus taught that virtue shines brightest in adversity. In relationships, your authority is defined by staying composed when challenges arise, whether the tense moment or unexpected rejection. Women are drawn to men who remain steady, not those who react impulsively or crumble under stress. If a conversation turns heated, don't escalate. Use Musonius' calm. I hear your point. Let's talk this through. Dress to project this composure. A fitted gray blazer, clean shirt, and dark jeans, simple and grounded. Avoid rushed or aggressive energy in your approach. Practically, practice one moment of calm this week. If a date feels tense, pause, breathe, and respond with clarity. Visualize a high-pressure scenario, like her challenging your views, and plan, I'll stay composed and respond thoughtfully. This principle makes your authority unshakable, drawing women to your grounded strength. Reflect. Are you calm under pressure or letting stress derail you? Let's weave these 8 principles into a seamless Stoic strategy. Marcus's virtue shapes your style. Fitted jacket, crisp shirt, polished shoes. Epictetus' resolve drives your approach. At a social event, say, your energy caught my eye, what's your story? Seneca's resilience refines setbacks. Journal after failures. What can I improve? Musonius' depth sparks connection. Ask, what's a goal you're chasing? Zeno's direction guides your leadership. Plan a date with intent. Cleanthes' alignment seeks resonant partners. Share, I value purpose. What drives you? Chrysippus' consistency keeps you steady. Show up reliably. Musonius' calm anchors you in tension. Stay composed, always. The Stoic flow, style, approach, resilience, depth, leadership, alignment, consistency, calm, builds unshakable authority. Picture a networking event. You're dressed sharp, tailored jacket, clean shirt, dark jeans, rooted in virtue. Approach with resolve. Your vibe stood out. What brought you here? Engage with depth. What's a challenge you've overcome? If tension arises, lead with direction. Let's find what we share. If she's uninterested, align with principle. Move on. Stay consistent. Journal nightly. Remain calm under pressure. Breathe. Respond thoughtfully. This flow commands respect. Women dislike erratic or try-hard men. They admire those who dress with intent, act with resolve, and stay composed. Apply these in scenarios. If she rejects your opener, don't doubt. Use virtue. My authority is my integrity, and approach another. If a date lacks direction, don't drift. Use direction. I planned this for us. Let's make it count. If she values drama, don't chase, use alignment. We don't share principles. I'll seek better. If tension spikes, don't react. Use calm. Let's talk this through. Add masculine behaviors. Lead with direction. Zeno's purpose sets the tone. Align with principle. Cleanthes' harmony chooses partners. Stay consistent. Chrysippus' logic sustains authority. Radiate calm. Musonius' composure anchors strength. Ruin virtue. Marcus' clarity guides style. Modern traps like social media validation, impulsive texting, or mismatched partners erode authority. Marcus says ignore likes. Live virtue. Epictetus says pause before texting in conflict. Seneca says use setbacks to grow. Musonius says ask meaningful questions. Zeno says lead with purpose. Cleanthes says seek those who elevate you. Chrysippus says act reliably every time. Marcus reminds us the art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. Relationships are your forge. Wrestle with virtue. Epictetus says no one can harm you without your consent. Her reaction can't dim you. Seneca urges life is long if you know how to use it. Learn from challenges. Zeno says lead with reason. Authority follows. Cleanthes says align with virtue. Strength endures. Chrysippus says practice makes the master. Show up every day. Deepen your ritual. Each morning affirm, I forge authority with virtue. Midday, check. Did you lead with direction? Evening journal. How did I stay consistent? This cycle embeds Stoic authority. These 8 principles forge a masculine authority that transforms relationships. Marcus, Epictetus, Seneca, Zeno, Musonius, Cleanthes, Chrysippus, they master chaos through virtue. You can too. Live these principles. Dress with intent, lead with purpose, and watch your relationships align with women who respect your unshakable strength. Comment below. Which Stoic principle will you use to forge your authority? Hit like if you're ready to lead with power, and subscribe for more wisdom to craft the unbreakable man. Stay stoic, men.